Hello everybody, my name is Fearless, and welcome back to another Salt Fest. Oh boy. Now, I don't know what match this is from, so sadly I can't grab it from my VOD. I have absolutely no idea. No idea. But I do have the text here. Entitled Killer Main, bruh. What do you mean? I just got demolished by your ass and joined your stream to hear that bullshit. Now, I don't know what he was talking about. I really don't know. All I said was, alright guys, that was my last match for the stream. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. That's what I said. I didn't say anything about them being bad or anything, so I don't really know what the hell he was going on about. That's why I put question marks. And then, comedian, we have him. I said, what did I say? Talking about how tunneling is required to win. Now, I never said tunneling is required to win. I said tunneling helps you win. Never said it was required. Just means you're bad. If I'm bad, first of all, how did you lose to me? Second of all, why are you messaging me being salty? If I'm bad. I never said that laughing emoji, because I didn't. That's what you preach. Sure it is. And that's why we tunnel. Where did I say the word require at all? After I tunneled him out and won the game, I said, and that's why we tunnel. Because if I didn't tunnel him, I would have lost the match. They made it to 1 gen, and I tunneled him at the beginning. If I didn't tunnel him, I would have lost. So I said, and that's why we tunnel. I never said it was required. Dude, I feel like you eat hot dogs with your poop chute. Yeah. It's required for you, though, judging by your playstyle. Bro, what? Apparently it's required for me. They made it to 1 gen, and I had to tunnel. Required for me? Apparently it's required for you to lose, because that's what you did. You eat hot dogs with your poop chute. He is hilarious, by the way. This is why you're on an alt account. And yeah, I looked through every single match. His username did not appear once. That's why I didn't know what match it was. He is clearly on an alt account. And then I said, you're scared, L. I'm not on an alt. He is, in fact, on an alt account. Because if he wasn't, then why is his name not in any of the matches I played? I checked every single match that I played in that stream for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Not once did his name appear. Not once. So yeah, he's on an alt account and he's lying. And then I ended on a positive note because I'm not toxic like him. I said, GG, well played. You're so toxic, bruh. I just said, GG, well played. And you said, you're so toxic. If I'm toxic, how come I'm just sitting here chilling? You decided to message me and say all these inappropriate things because you lost. How? Thinking that was a GG is cringe. You played like a, I know I can say that word, but I don't want to. Apparently I played like that, though. Because I tunneled. I played to win. That's what I played like. As a thing does. Sorry you can't handle that. That entitlement won't get you anywhere in life. So, let me get this straight. He's mad that I tunneled, which is literally him being entitled. He thinks he can only have his way, but I can't have mine. That's entitlement. And then he's coming in here and calling me entitled. I'm not following. Take the people around you in account and work with them to actually succeed. Again, I'm not entitled. How am I being entitled? You messaged me being salty. That's why you're a killer main and not a survivor main. You can't work with others and comprehend their emotions. What if you're in solo queue? You don't know what your teammate's thinking. What do you mean their emotions? Excuse me? It's sad that you think tunneling is winning. No. Tunneling helps you win. I never said it makes you win. It helps you get to the win. Because there's been multiple times where I've tunneled and still lost. I said I'm a survivor main, LOL, because I am. Just because I play one match of killer doesn't make me a killer main. Okay? GG, well played. Again, I try to end it. Then you know how it feels to play against someone like a ass. No. I know how it feels to go against people that tunnel. No. You right now. And I'm just gonna have to blur this entire thing. Let's just go down here. Yes, he sent me a dick. It was a dick. So I'm gonna get him banned for that. And that's, I know he's on his alt account, because who sends that on their main? I don't even have an alt account, I'm pretty sure. I play against people that tunnel. And is it fun? Yes. I bring perks to counter it. Even if you're getting tunneled, you can still have a fun match. Like that dredge match that I showed a couple videos ago. He tunneled me for the entire match. And I died. But I looped him for every single gen, and all 3 of my teammates made it out. I don't care if I make it out. Because, as you say, I don't comprehend my teammates' emotions. My teammates probably want to escape, right? Guess what? I got them that escape. I don't care if I die. Losing and dying to a tunneling is fun to you? Perks can't always counter it. They can. Perks can always counter it. You just know how to use them. You just have to know how to use them right. Dead hard and off the record, they won't work against someone like Legion because he puts you in deep wound. But you have Decisive Strike for a reason. Decisive Strike, the only way the killer can counter it is by leaving you on the ground. And that's why you can bring perks like Unbreakable to help you. There's so many different combinations of perks. Exactly, they can. So he's agreeing with me, finally. It's not guaranteed. That means that blanks will just power through to get those kills. Yeah, that's the job of the killer. Anti-tunnel perks aren't to prevent you from dying completely. They're just to slow the killer getting the kill. Like, I had Decisive Strike against that dredge, and if I didn't have it, I would have died a lot sooner. My teammates might not have lived either. But because of it, I was able to stall him and get them the win. There's no guarantee that you're gonna survive. No guarantee. But it stalls the killer from getting that kill. Blanks like you. You're just salty because you lost. Yeah. Clearly he is. GG well played. This is what, the 3rd time I've said GG well played, and he keeps bringing it over. Why doesn't every killer run Lightborn? Because if survivors have to run anti-tunnel perks, then killers have to run Lightborn. It counters flashlights, right? Because they can look at a wall. Or they could just look away. So, he failed at making this point. See, you can look at a wall for this. You know? Okay. And as a survivor, there's nothing you could do against some blank chasing you off the hook and waiting for endurance to wear off. Yes, you can. You can run to a window. You can run to a pallet. You could bring Decisive dead hard off the record. There's so many things you could do. Why do survivors need to change their builds for killers? I didn't say you needed to bring an anti-tunnel perk. I'm just saying, if you don't want to get tunneled, you should bring one. Never said you had to. Just because they need to tunnel. Well, if you played a single match of killer, you would understand why killers tunnel most of the time. Off the record, dead hard, Decisive. That's 3. I listed it in less than 3 seconds. Probably 2 seconds, actually. I don't know if you've heard of these perks, but they do exist. Instead of complaining, maybe you should run one. I always bring DS, and I mostly win. I always bring Decisive Strike and Lithe. I Decisive next to a window and jump through the window. You survive on crutch perks. Okay. But yet survivors complain when killers use gen regression perks. Wouldn't you call those crutches? Survivors complain when killers run gen perks. So, what's your point? Where's the fun in that? A dredge tunneled me the entire game, and I still made it out and looped for 5 gens. Where's the fun in that? That's where I'm getting at. The killer doesn't care if you're having fun. When I play killer, I do. I don't get shit talk messages like this, bruh. Well, I mean, he's literally confirming that he is shit-talking me. You make your own fun. It's not the job of the other side to make you have fun. Very true. If I'm playing killer, I don't care if the survivors are having fun. I care about my own fun. And vice versa. If I'm the survivor, I don't care if the killer's having a fun match. I care if I'm having a fun match. Because I'm not a piece of shit. I mean, you are quite literally a piece of shit because you're messaging me over a game and saying inappropriate things to me. Yeah, you are a piece of shit. I don't care how you play. We're not the same people. I can play how I want, and you can play how you want. It's a video game. Dude, you're so LMAO. Apparently, stating a fact, a very obvious fact, makes me that word. Again, I don't want to say it. It's not that I don't like saying the word. I can say it if I want. I just... Trust me. I used to be mad all the time when I got tunneled. But then I started watching Spook and Jukes and realized that it is, in fact, just a game. Literally, I used to take the game so seriously all the time. If you remember from my my early streams, I used to yell all the time, get mad all the time. But then I started watching Spook and Jukes, and he really opened my eyes. And I was just like, it is a game. Like, I still get mad from time to time, but I don't message people. That's just going too far, dude. You can call them a piece of shit, like, in the game, but if you take it to the messages, that just makes you a piece of shit. We don't have to be taking it so seriously. If you lose a match, just move on to the next one and forget about it. But you always want both sides to have fun. As I've already said, you don't care about both sides. You only care about your side having fun. No, you want yourself to have fun. I want everyone to enjoy playing the game they bought. See, we're two different people. I can have fun the way I want. You can have fun the way you want. If you help the survivors have fun as well as yourself, good for you. Okay? But you can't just judge me based on how I play. It's not fun getting gen rushed, yet survivors do it anyways. So why can't killers tunnel? It's a valid argument. Not everyone does, though. So you don't need to tunnel every game. They'll have fun eventually. It doesn't have to be every single match. And like I said, I don't tunnel every game. Well, I only tunnel when I'm getting gen rushed. Just apply more pressure to gens. Then they can't gen rush. It's a 4v1 game, and you can't always apply pressure on every gen being worked on. If one survivor's distracting you, 3 other gens could be getting worked on. Imagine you're playing as Trapper and you have no mobility. What are you supposed to do? It's not even possible for the Trapper to get to every gen before one's complete. Maybe change your playstyle. You shouldn't have to change your playstyle. You should be able to play the way you want to. You shouldn't have to play... Like, he literally said earlier, why should survivors have to change their perks for the killer? Okay. Why should killers have to change their playstyle for the survivors? Like, you're literally proving my point with a point you made earlier. It's a video game. I can play however I want. If the other side doesn't like it, they can move on to the next game. You shouldn't have to change your build to have fun then. Again, you don't have to have anti-tunnel perks to have fun. You know? Dude, you suck dick with your butt, LMAO. It's like he makes some valid points, and then he throws in insults. So his entire argument is just invalid. And that's how you know, and that's how I know you're losing the argument. Just throw in random insults. But you do, don't you? Not once did I insult this guy, but apparently. How? I have not insulted you once. Anyone once. That's half the fun, though. No one's going to believe in your opinion if you just throw in random insults. It makes you seem immature. Plenty of people agree with me, so... Yes, because they play only one side. Most people play one side when they act like this. You can tell this guy's never touched killer in his life. I main survivor, and I play from time to time, and I know what it feels like for the killer. It's very hard to apply pressure at my level of MMR. Just get good. That's not an argument. If you played at my level of MMR with killer, you would know how hard it is sometimes. Some matches are easy. Some matches you get sweats. I mean, there's no controlling it. It's not... It has nothing to do with me. Exactly. You can't make an argument. Telling someone to get good is not a valid opinion. It is, though. No, it's not. No, it's not. Try making a valid point. You were doing good earlier making points, but then you threw random insults in. Like, sure, it's not fun for the survivors when the killer... But the killer needs to have their fun, too. What if I'm making good points, why argue with me? Because I'm making good points, too. That's the point of an argument. Just because you make good points doesn't mean I can't, too. Anyways, GG, well played. 4th time I said it. You eat man butt. Again, he just doesn't look at anything I said and ignores it and then says homophobic things. Back to the insults. Very immature of you. Very mature, actually. Yes. Just like crying to a stranger over a video game. Say hi to YouTube. I'll see you later. Hi, YouTube. And that's the end, guys. This was quite a long one, and I didn't even have the match. Check out Fearless VODs. It's called Birthday Stream. You can go through, and maybe his name did appear, and I just missed it. But 90% sure it didn't. And, yeah, moral of the story, look at both sides of the picture. Put yourself in the killer's shoes, what would you do? You know? Like, if you're being tunneled, sure, it can be annoying. I get that. But think about what the killer is thinking in that situation. If there's one Jinn remaining, and all 4 of the survivors are alive, and you're getting tunneled, yeah, sure, you could be annoyed by that, but at the same time, the killer has 1 Jinn left to defend. So he's going to try to get a kill as best as he possibly can. So why get mad at him for that? I guarantee most people would do the same thing in their situation. And if you don't, that's completely fine. You can play how you want. If I want to tunnel, I can tunnel. And you can complain all you want, but I'm not going to change the way I play the game just because you're whining about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.